Salesian Wisdom, Navigating the Space Age. We are gathered today to reflect on a unique and urgent question. How can the spiritual wisdom of St. Francis de Sales, rooted in the 17th century, guide us through the complexities of the 21st century, especially in this fast evolving space age? We are not just talking about rockets and satellites. This space age represents an era of immense change. Lightning fast communication, artificial intelligence, climate threats, social upheavals, a spiritual thirst that's hard to name. Let us now turn to Salesian spirituality, a way of life that is gentle, deeply human, and profoundly Christian, to help us navigate these uncertain waters with clarity, grace, and courage. The first point for our reflection today is the space age, progress, and paradox. First of all, the dual phase of advancement. The progress of our age is astonishing. We have landed on the moon. We carry computers in our pockets. We connect globally in seconds. Yet, all this innovation has come at a cost. We are more connected but lonelier than ever. We know more but feel more anxious. We have more but appreciate less. Technology solves problems, yet, but it also creates new problems. This paradox reminds us that while we advance outwardly, we must not forget to grow inwardly. Secondly, losing the sacred in a secular age. In our obsession with speed, success, and status, many have lost touch with the sacred. We have replaced contemplation with consumption. We scroll more than we pray. We are informed but not transformed. Salesian spirituality reminds us God is not distant. He is present in every moment, every person, and every breath. The second point, Salesian wisdom, a spiritual compass. Let us now look at four foundational values from the heart of Salesian spirituality. First of all, love, the first and final word. For St. Francis de Sales, love is not a feeling, it is a decision. It means choosing compassion over indifference, unity over division, and sacrifice over selfishness. In today's world, love challenges us to embrace global solidarity. We are one human family. Practice compassion. Reach out to the poor, the forgotten, the lonely. Foster respectful dialogue, especially with those who think differently. Love does not shout, it listens. It builds bridges. It is the foundation of all authentic change. Secondly, humility, the strength that bows. Humility doesn't mean weakness, it means being grounded in truth. In a world obsessed with image, humility invites us to accept our limits, value others, depend on God, and it calls us to keep learning, serve without seeking credit, admit mistakes, and grow. In the space age, where power and pride often dominate, humility becomes our anchor. Thirdly, gentleness, power under control. St. Francis de Sales believed that gentleness is stronger than violence. To be gentle is to speak with patience, respond with calm, act with mercy. In a world of outrage and aggression, gentleness is revolutionary. It can de escalate tension, heal wounds, and soften hearts. As St. Francis de Sales said, nothing is so strong as gentleness, nothing so gentle as real strength. Fourthly, simplicity, freedom in clarity. Simplicity does not mean poverty. It means focusing on what really matters. In the digital age, simplicity helps us resist consumerism, prioritize relationships over possessions, make room for silence, prayer, and God. It's about decluttering our souls and living with joyful freedom. The third point, living Salesian virtues in today's world. Let us now consider how these virtues apply to the pressing issues of our time. First of all, ethical use of technology. Technology is not evil, but it is not neutral either. We must ask, does it respect human dignity? Does it serve the common good? Does it bring people together or drive them apart? Salesian wisdom invites us to use tech ethically, not addictively. We must lead technology, not let it lead us. Secondly, mindful and compassionate communication. In a world of instant messaging and constant noise, our speech matters. Salesian principles calls us to speak truthfully, listen empathetically, avoid gossip, slander, and online hate. We must use social media as a tool of peace, not division. Let us speak with the same gentleness we would want spoken to us. Thirdly, contemplation and action, a balanced life. Saint Francis de Sales did not believe in running away from the world. He believed in sanctifying daily life. We are invited to start the day with prayer, reflect amid busyness, offer our work as worship. This balance of contemplation and action keeps our hearts rooted even as our schedule grows hectic. Fourthly, rebuilding community in a fragmented world. The space age celebrates individuality, but often at the cost of community. Salesian spirituality urges us to reconnect with family, serve in local initiatives, create welcoming, inclusive spaces. We are not meant to live alone. We flourish in communion. Fourth point for reflection, a saint for our age, St. Francis de Sales. St. Francis de Sales was not afraid of change. He embraced the printing press, the tech of his day, to reach more souls. He was a man of deep faith, a wise communicator, a patient pastor, a gentle reformer. He walked with people, not ahead of them. He spoke with clarity, not condemnation. He taught that every path to holiness begins with love. To conclude, hope for the space age. We are living in extraordinary times. We can either drift with the tide of modernity or chart a new course grounded in timeless truths. Salesian wisdom offers us that compass. Love that transforms, humility that grounds, gentleness that heals, simplicity that frees. Let us become modern saints, wise in the spirit, open to the times, and rooted in God's love. Let us listen more, love deeper, speak kinder, and walk humbly with God. May we, like St. Francis de Sales, bring peace where there is conflict, light where there is darkness, and hope where there is despair. Together, let us navigate this space age, not with fear, but with faith. Live Jesus.